Alright, we're back for the last Deus Ex of the stream. The last video of the stream. This stream's gone flying by. We got through the whole FEMA facility in one episode, which I'm quite impressed by. But last episode we got here to Hengsha, and we saved a poor girl from being forcefully augmented, which is some weird, strange symbolism for Jensen, who didn't get that choice, and nobody came to save him. But hey, you know, Jensen's he never asked for this. But in this episode, we're going to head back to the person who gave us the job and see if she has any ideas on whether we can assist any further. Just like I said, I don't think this ends with just one girl getting taken and being augmented. I think if they're willing to do that, I don't think she's the only one on their target list.
Ning, did you find her?
I did. She's safe, but running. I think she plans on leaving the city.
She always is a smart girl. I'm glad. I will contact her to make sure she is safe. As promised, here's your payment. If you want more, I have another task. Something suitable for a man of your many talents. Are you interested?
My interest would depend on the task.
By now, I'm sure you heard of Diamond Chan. He is evil man who feeds off the pain and misery of this city. If we are to stay in peace here, he must be taken care of.
You want me to kill Chan?
Yes, but you must make it look like an accident or suicide.
What kind of payment is involved?
Double what I gave you for rescuing Ning, if you make certain we are rid of Chan for good.
What is it exactly you want me to do?
Lower Hansa is a dangerous place. I know Diamond Chan stay at an apartment near a rooftop. Knock him out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest.
Once Chan is gone, what will you do? Won't some other drug lord turned pimp take advantage of your vulnerability?
I know someone who recently started his own security company. I will hire them to protect us. It should be more than enough, and I can trust them.
Why does his death need to look like a suicide?
I've made threats against Chan in the past. Because you helped Ning, if anything happens to Chan now, his harvester friends will think we are responsible. I do not want that to happen.
Tell me about Diamond Chan.
He's a monster. At first, he forced my girls to take drugs until they be addicted. It made them easy to control and dependent on him. But now, with cheap black market augmentations and customers with augmentation fantasies, it is even worse.
The leashing you spoke of earlier.
Yes. In order to squeeze more milk from his cows, he butchers them. The augments are just another form of control. The girls can always be tracked, and the needs for neuropathy means they will not run away.
I'll do it.
Good. I will give you the address of Diamond Chan's apartment. It is on one of the nearby rooftops. Lower Hansa is a dangerous place. Simply knock Chan out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest.
Anything else I should know?
Chan should be alone. He is too proud to have bodyguards around. But be careful. Even alone, Chan is dangerous.
Got it.
Mr. Jensen, remember not to cause any wounds on Diamond Chan that make it look like murder. Any suspicion will bring us more trouble from his friends.
So no tranquilizers or peps. Which means strictly hand-to-hand submission shouldn't be a problem.
That is good, yes. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. I will wait here.
Jensen is the master of hand-to-hand submission. His favorite is hurrah, another year. Surely this one will be better than the last. The exonerable march to progress will surely lead us all to happiness.
Has Chan been taken care of?
There has to be another way to remove Chan from the picture without resorting to murder.
There is. I have access to certain stimulants.
Why?
If Chan was caught with them, he would no longer be a problem.
Just dropping
Meaning I
that
can
in.
plant drugs on him.
Not on him. Somewhere in his apartment will be enough. He may be dead though. So knock him out, leave the drug, and come back here to me. I have a friend. He works with the police. I'll contact him and he'll make sure Chan is arrested.
I'll see what I can do.
Very well. Here are the drugs. Return to me when you have finished.
There's gotta be another way. Sure, I have drugs. Here are drugs.
I'll get back to you.
She's just like, yeah, have the drugs. Here, take my stimulants. Completely, that was an unforced error if I had ever seen one. I got two things to talk about while we're on our way to Diamond Chan's apartment. First of all, Tucker mentioned in the chat there, 2011 was a different era, and you're right to an extent, but it's not just the era. It is definitely the kind of budget, I would say, or maybe design choices, but I'll say budget of Eidos Montreal and Square Enix, because Sleeping Dogs, you may recall, came out around this era, maybe about a year or two afterwards, was set in an Asian setting, and was a lot more... I guess the point of that game was far more cultural than this one, but it got Asian culture a little bit more tactfully than this game did. And the other thing I want to talk about is that area we just left, and these quests that we're doing have always remind me of something, and I wanted to mention it, because those quests were the quests that featured as the main... no, not racism. Stylistic choice. Those quests featured in the video that was done on this game, the first impressions video that was done on this game, by noted Deus Ex fan and late great YouTuber Total Biscuit. And whenever I do these quests and I'm in this area, I always think of that video, which obviously has a lot more meaning these days than it did the last time I played this game. So, always good to mention that. And if you haven't seen Total Biscuit's video on this, then of course go watch it. He's expert in the series, and his comments on Deus Ex are always valuable.
I don't care what your excuses are.
Hello, Diamond Chan. I am Ruby Jensen. Surprised he's not carrying anything on him. Such an important character. Of course, the RIP TB indeed. Join that sentiment. Of course, the patented plant drugs use feature. Press E to plant drugs. Hello, Chan's bodyguard. You can go free now. Oh, you're not Chan's bodyguard. You're civilian. Okay, let's return to May. God, the Icarus landing system is such a quality of life improvement. Just being able to run off rooftops and say, I'm not gonna die. Just, it's just useful. In your everyday life. Oh god, Hengsha always confuses me. How do I get through to the other district? Alright.
I think bringing in Bell Tower.
What time are we at on this recording? Oh yeah, never mind. I was like, wait, why is it only 8 minutes? Has something fucked up? But no, then I remembered. Yeah, I've only been on for 8 minutes. We just started a new recording, didn't we? I'm just so used to finishing off a chapter or quest or something before we swap over. What do you guys think of? I've been streaming Deus Ex for a while. I've had a few people in the chat over the last 3 days. What do you guys think about Deus Ex Human Revolution? What are your takeaways so far from the game? We've obviously heard a lot of my thoughts, but I'm curious what chat thinks. I'm curious if either of the people that I'm talking to in chat have ever played the game, or if they're just watching it for the first time. Chat thinks it's great. Thanks for speaking for 2 people, Tally. Gosh. So egotistical of you. Love the story. Yeah, I really like the story in this game. I like how it's kind of multi-layered. You've got the kind of the micro story, which is what Jensen's up to, and then so much just random conspiratorial shit going on in the background. It gets a little bit more obvious later in the game we get.
Has Chen been taken care of?
I planted the drugs and left him unconscious in his apartment. Your friend should have no trouble with the arrest.
I will contact him immediately. Thank you.
Just glad I could help.
You saved us, Mr. Jensen. Money does not feel like enough thanks for what you have done. But here's the payment promised. I hope you will be satisfied with it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I just do this out of the goodness of my heart. But the fact that you were able to pay for 2 Praxis kits, well, that's just dandy. Sure, Chan wouldn't notice them. Hey, look, I knocked that fucker out. Yeah, Tucker's saying that he likes lore and open-endedness and stuff. And yeah, like, that's one thing. Honestly, to a fault, the modern Deus Ex games have lore. I could definitely see people saying that's a criticism, but I just think it's awesome that there's so much inconsequential world building that they do that you could just never see. And honestly, most people will never see most of the inconsequential world building that is done. But it's definitely just chock filled with the brim of, like, there's lore about conspiracies, there's lore about all of the organizations you deal with in the game, and there's lore about the fantasy football league at Seraph Industries if you go deep enough. Like, it's, and the barbecues that are happening, and the neuropazine theft you can find out before it even becomes a part of the main story, and all these little side interactions. There are characters that you kind of get a picture of that you just never see in the game because you've just read their emails, and they're, you know, particularly charismatic through their emails and stuff. That's it's just great. Like, that's, and I think Human Revolution does that better than the sequel, because I don't know, there's just something about Human Revolution that just, like, feels richer, and the sequel has, I think, a little bit more of a history to go off of.
I don't care.
Oh yeah, okay. You are allowed past that blockade, but you're not allowed past that one. These are Bell Tower. This uniform is Bell Tower. You can tell them apart from the normal place, and we're supposed to get in there apparently.
Bell Tower is conducting an investigation in this building, sir. No admittance.
That's perfectly fine.
You might have been right about that trap. Hengsha Court Gardens is under lockdown by Bell Tower Associates.
Bell Tower? They're the police in Lower Hengsha, Jensen. They're under contract with the Chinese government. You think the Chinese...
I won't know anything until I get inside that penthouse.
So there are, as always, a few ways to get inside the building. Yeah, that is a good point, is that you can just overhear so much stuff. And it's encouraged, if you're playing it stealthily, it's encouraged that you do so, especially during, like, the facilities. Is you can just... Listening to conversations is a good thing to do while you're in stealth, because people will often begin their patrol paths after they finish their conversations. Universal sign language of a pointed pistol. It's interesting to hear that one of those guys, or maybe both of them, aren't from China. So Bell Tower clearly bringing in a lot of outside forces for this job. Also, big kind of dystopian future. Bell Tower are the police of this town. They're under contract with the Chinese government. Okay. I love my police to be PMCs. Yes, a very functioning society we have here in 2027. Which, you know, when this game came out, 2027 was a long way away. It's not anymore. I think some of the more, like, the modern Deus Ex games are coming up on us. I think Deus Ex The Fall is set in, like, 2026, which is, like, 7 years away. That's one of the, this is one of the examples of, like, opportunity opening, because that vending machine I just moved that can only open with the strength upgrade we got pretty much trivializes this mission. Please refrain from mentioning how quickly time passes. I feel old too. If I remember correctly, the password is, like, around here somewhere. There's something cool about, like, this room, but I might not be able to find it. Oh, maybe, nah, that's a number. I'm pretty sure the password is on one of those sticky notes. Windmill. Well, this is definitely a... Look how complicated this is. This is a level 1 hack. Bullshit. Touch 27, I'm still being framed for drug possession after I'm randomly assaulted by an enhanced security guard. I don't know about framed. Where did Mai get those drugs from, huh? Or May? Hive Master, you there? Pick up, pick up, pick up, fools. Mr. Van Bruggen, this is a surprise. No time for chit-chat, job offer still good? Depends. What you do, Ari? What I'm paid to do, only this time, clients aren't very happy. She never is. So you'll arrange with HK? Might take some time. Do it. Look, it may be 12 episodes into the YouTube series, but I promise that one day I will explain the hacking minigame. It's not the right time. It's not the right time. Oh, yeah, we got some great fire-burning ASMR here. So, Van Bruggen, I don't know about you guys, sounds Dutch to me. Might have found our Dutchman. What the fuck you do, Windmill? Never seen Durgan this PO'd? BT's hiding your way, safety's off, suggest you get out there. Oh, okay. Bell tower's heading your way, safety's off. Oof. So apparently the Dutchman was here. Oh, and he got a newsletter from the Hive. Interesting.
Get word to Pritchard, Malik. The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill. Real name's Ari Van Bruggen. Bell Tower's been brought in to arrest him.
Arrest or get rid of?
Either way, he found out someone was gunning for him and took off. We need to find him.
There's a nightclub near where I dropped you called the Hive. It's notorious in black market circles. If this Dutchman is running, his first stop will be there.
I'll have a chat with the owner.
Interesting. And that, the Hive, I think will be where we wrap up today, because there's a very cool conversation. One of my favorite parts of this game.
Jensen, figured you might want a heads up before you stroll into the Hive. The owner's name is Tong Si Hung, Tong being his last name. Rumor is, he's tied to the Triads.
Jensen can't reply right now. He's surfing down a building.
China's organized crime lords. How wonderful. Anyone else want a piece of this pie?
I forgot that he stops talking when you do that cutscene. It's great. Mark's like, Jensen, you there? Yeah, hold on a second. I'm just flying through Hengsha. Alright. Here I go getting lost in fucking Hengsha again. Out of all of the like 3 hubs. Out of all of the 3 hubs in the modern Deus Ex games, Hengsha's the one I just get lost in the most. Oh, there are 4. Hengsha's very similar to another hub as well. In the sequel, that I'm sure will appear on this Twitch channel one day. Oh my god, I don't know how to get to the other place. Help. It's down one of these streets. Is it down that street? No, that I know where that is. We want to get to that district. Okay, it's there. Okay. Through one of these things. There you go, it's through here. No, wait, no, it's not. Wait, yes it is. What the hell? Okay, hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's over here. Okay. This time, once I've gotten my beat on Hengsha, I'm pretty good for the rest of the playthrough, but it takes me like a couple times when I get to Hengsha to remember where the fuck everything is. So it's gonna be down there, it is. Perfect. Easy. I knew where I was going the whole time. Believe me. Alright, now we know where the Hive is. It's right next to the brothel. And if there's one thing Jensen knows, it's where the brothel is. He's been there a couple times since we got here. Completely coincidental. There it is. Yeah, it's ladies' night. Or is it radical, what was it? Yeah, radical chic night.
The Hive is a members-only club, Lao Wai. Without a membership card, I can't let you in.
You telling me I gotta pay to get into this dive?
We've got a reputation to keep. Can't let just anyone get in here.
Just anyone with the money.
No pay, no play. You want in or not?
Sure.
Here, take it.
Thank you, sir. Here is your membership card. Welcome to the Hive. I'm sure you will enjoy our establishment.
I don't remember having to pay. Interestingly enough. I don't remember. I know there is a way you can sneak in, but I didn't want to do that on this playthrough.
That's right, bell tower. There are the cops around here in case you get out.
You've got to be kidding me. The owner of the most popular club in Hongxia has his office in a smelly old basement?
Okay, the office is in the basement. Good to know. But I'm thinking, if I just waltz in there, it's going to be a bit of a uproar. So I'm going to have a word with the bartender. But if you know these type of clubs, you never talk to that bartender, the downstairs bartender. If you want to do anything done, if you want to get anything done, you talk with the upstairs bartender. I mean, just look at this guy.
You work here?
Yeah, you could say that.
Good. I need to see your boss.
Really? Well, I'm sorry, Guaido. Mr. Tong Zihong sees no one today.
Look, I didn't come halfway around the world to take no for an answer. Do us both a favor and tell me where he is.
Or what? You get mad and tear down a few walls with those enhancements of yours? This place isn't named the Hive for nothing. It's got plenty of worker bees come out of the paneling to stop you. What is it you think Mr. Tong do for you anyway?
I'm looking for someone. A cybersecurity specialist named Ari Van Bruggen. You know him?
Never heard of him. What'd he do? Steal your girl? Owe you money?
He had a job go bad, and now he's on the run from the people who hired him. But you knew that already, because a man like Mr. Tong doesn't hire idiots. And this is the first place people like Van Bruggen come when they need help. So stop wasting my time and take me to Tong.
You've got it backward, boy. You're wasting my time. Van Bruggen is minor league player. Tong knows who he is. He just don't care. He's got bigger things to worry about.
You expect me to fall for that? Small-timers don't attract this much attention. They don't have bell tower soldiers staking out their apartments. Van Bruggen's pissed off somebody big. And there's no way Tom's going to ignore that kind of development in his town.
You're smarter than you look, yeah? Tong is keeping a close eye on things. Like you said, he's no fool. Now it's time you were leaving. Go back to your own country.
That's racist.
There's nothing for you here.
What if I was born in Hengxia? Alright? Come on, bro. That's not cool. It's 2027.
Give me a break. I've been on this island long enough to know that Van Bruggen can't leave without Tong's help. He has to be hiding in Lower Hengxia somewhere, and Tong can tell me where.
Here's how little I care about what you know. We have Van Bruggen, and we're keeping him somewhere safe. It doesn't matter whether you have that information or not, because you got no idea what to do with it. You're trying my patience. You tell me nothing about who you are, who you work for, or what you want from Van Bruggen, and you want me to trust you? Never!
You'll say anything to get rid of me, won't you? There's no way Tom can hold on to Van Bruggen for long. Not with the kind of resources his enemies are throwing into the search. He'll be dead within a week, and Tong with him. Unless somebody, namely me, takes the heat off, and soon.
I wonder if you would say that if you knew the kind of heat the Dragon Queen gives off. But I won't refuse a gift horse
Dragon
staring
Queen.
me in my mouth. Tong's office is downstairs. I'll radio the others to let you through.
So that's what that meant in the email. Dragon Queen. I wonder who that is. It occurs to me that we have 5 praxis points available. So I'm going to use them. I'm going to finish off the accessibility tree. So we're going to grab ourselves some gas. Some gas immunity. We're going to get the Casey-Og finally. And then... Oh, there is smart vision. Well, I'm retarded. Okay. I'm going to grab the last level of stealth. So we still need to grab the EMP shielding. But aside from that, we're good. So I'm being told by my linguistics department that Guaylo is a racial slur. Feels good. Alright, now if that was how bloody hard the bartender negotiated, I wonder how much of a hard-ass Tong Si Hong is gonna be. Oh. Oh. Huh. Right.
You see this? Had to screw it up in the 4th. I'm just flushing my money down the pot.
You're Tong?
Hey, you only work that out now. Guess you're not as sharp as you think. How about you tell me who you work for? Then I decide what I tell you about Van Bruggen.
Does the name Seraph Industries ring any bells?
Seraph Industries? Isn't that American company? Stole all the headlines a while back? You're still in business?
Why wouldn't we be?
Check the news. Biotech corporations seem to be failing a lot these days, especially the ones who are making enhancements. Van Bruggen's in the Alice Garden pods. Capsule 301. Place is a rat hole, but it's useful sometimes. Make sure you leave him in the same shape you find him.
And if I don't?
Your call. But those implants of yours might look even more special on somebody else.
Okay, well, yeah, we just, he got us. Ain't no denying that one. We gotta take the L on this one, team. We have to take the L on this one. Hope you don't mind me stealing some credits from you, Tom. Just, you know, having a gander. Right then, so, yeah, that, by the way, the Tong being Tong...
Malik, you were right. Tong is helping Van Bruggen. He stashed him in the Alice Garden pods.
Thought as much. A hacker who knows his way around corporate firewalls would make a valuable asset for the triads. I'm at the pods myself, Jensen. Want me to run interference?
No. Don't put yourself at risk. I'm heading there now.
So Tong being Tong and running that move that he just ran on us is something that ever since I played this game 8 years ago, I have repeated in every single tabletop RPG I have run.
Hey, leaving already, tough guy? Because you might want to go over to the bar and order yourself a drink before you do. Maybe Bobby will have something for you.
Bobby?
The bartender. The real bartender, that is.
Thanks. I just might check that out.
You do that.
So yeah, that definitely had a lasting impact on me when I first played this game. But on that lasting impact, I think we'll end off this session and this episode of recording, this set of recordings. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you're on YouTube, I will see you guys next time.